Okay, all right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Today is the 16th, right? Today is the 16th of July. I hope that you guys are doing well today. I'm just going to be doing just a quick breakdown of yesterday's 215 zone, and then we will dive into the rest of the stream for today. It's now 6:34 a.m. here. Before I go any further, let me just mark out the 6:30 candle. The 6:30 candle here on the 50-minute, which would basically be right here, I believe. Yep, that would be the 6:30 candle, and this would be the point, the POI, or the point of interest, and then we can come back to this in a short moment. All right, remember guys, if you haven't yet liked the video as yet, please definitely go ahead and do so. Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now. Okay, good. Thank you so much for that, Dopenshaw. All right. Good, good. So I was just saying, if you guys haven't yet liked the video as yet, please go ahead and do so. YouTube, can you let me know if you are hearing me perfectly fine? Just a quick yes in the chat. I would really appreciate it. Just remember to like and share the video as well. Additionally, as well, if you have not yet subscribed to 215 Trades, please go ahead and do so. All right. Okay, good. All right, so point of interest is already highlighted. No need for me to rush or focus on that much for right now. The zone is the price action hasn't yet farmed anything. Let's go back on the 5 minute time frame and let's look back and dissect yesterday what happened on yesterday's 215 zone. All right. Now I'm not sure if a lot of you or anyone as a matter of fact was actually tracking yesterday's 215 zone, but let's have a quick look at what we could have expected. Now, looking back at yesterday, we did not have any break, right? Any break above the 215 zone yesterday. We had wicks pushing outside of the 215 zone. However, you do know that they are not, we don't quite consider wicks as breaks because we need to see price actually coming in to test that 50-minute rejection line, right? Now, if you look at yesterday now, yesterday was around in this time right here. Around this time right here, I was waiting for price to actually retrace into the zone. However, price did go back into the zone, but before it confirmed that entry, I had that cheeky little candle that only just peaked outside, so I didn't enter it. But price did push back down to the 30-minute support, then rejected. That 30-minute support was very, very strong yesterday. You can see where price reacted to it quite a few times. All right. Now, once price reacted to that 30-minute support, what happened is that price pushed back into the 215 zone. When it broke again, it didn't confirm an entry. As you can see, it pushed back in. This candle was too big, so it didn't confirm an entry, but it pushed back into the zone. Then finally, we had a candle that closed right here. And I believe that was the entry that I took. I took this entry yesterday. Didn't quite get a lot from it, but what did happen though, I was able to take it to TP1 down to that 30-minute support before it actually pulled back. Took me out BE, so didn't quite get much. But as you can see, majority of the times when the market actually interacted with the 215 zone, it kept on confirming a short. At no point in time did it confirm a long. However, the last time it broke below the zone, which was right here, and confirmed that short yet again, because it confirmed a short. I mean, if you could say 1, 2, 3, basically 4 times it confirmed a short yesterday on the 215 zone, and the last and final time it actually broke and closed below the zone. It actually then pushed down all the way to the 4-hour, which was not the one that I had taken. I taken the confirmation just before, got stopped out on that at BE, maybe about 20 pips on that one. Then it pulled back, but right here was the sweet spot. Right here was the right time, but sadly, I wasn't in that massive down move, but I did see it all going down. So it was another good day yesterday for the 215 technique for those who do understand the technique and what it is all about. So that is great though, really, really great. So this is exactly what I'm going to be trying to replicate here today. Yet again with the market. So let me just remove my drawings here. Let me just remove my drawings here and then we can get right into it. All right, come on, guys. Remember, good morning, Khalid. How are you? Come on, let's see if we can get those likes up to 1,000 likes. We're almost at 7 o'clock. Let's see if we can get those likes up to about 1,000 likes. I would genuinely appreciate it. All right, so if we can just hit that like button and see if we can get those likes up to 1,000 likes. Good morning as well to all my viewers over there on YouTube. So let's see what we can do today. All right, so this was the 6:30 a.m. Point of interest today. So let's see if we can mark out the 215 zone for today, and then we can interact with it. Let me know as well, guys. What do you guys think we're going to be? What are you expecting today? Are you expecting longs? Or are you expecting shorts today? Lasha boy saying longs. He's like, though the return aren't high enough for the risk putting on. I think I quite understand that question, my friend. Here you go again. All right, so follow the 215 technique. From the point of interest price, the first thing that I'm actually going to be doing is that I'm going to be measuring 20 pips above and below this price, or I'm going to be minusing or adding $2 to this price. So if we look at it, the point of interest here is at 339.25. So if I minus 20 pips or $2 from 339, it's going to be 337, and I just need to correct the cents here by just putting the cents to 253 here, okay? And then this will be considered here as my sell line. All right, so I have that right there as my sell line, okay? I'm still going to be doing the same thing above the zone here as well. So if that was 339, it's going to be $2 added to that price, so that's going to be 3341 if my math is correct. And I'm just going to round off the cents here as well, just so it aligns. So that's going to be 253, and because it's above my point of interest, this line will be considered as my buy line. All right, so now here inside of this little range here, this will be considered right as my 215 zone. So this is the zone that I am working with today. This is my 215 zone here. Okay, now still on the 50-minute time frame, what I'm going to be doing here, that is I need to find my rejection areas. So what I need to do here is now I need to measure 15 pips. Need to measure 15 pips away from the zone, and then I can highlight that. So come on, guys, we need to get up to about 2,000 likes. We're at 1,000 likes now. I really do appreciate that, but if you can just continue to hit that like button to get those likes up, we definitely can get there. So measuring 15 pips from the 215 zone, so just about there. I'll maybe just use it right there. All right, this is going to be my 15-minute rejection line here on the sell side, and I'm going to be doing the same thing here above from the 215 zone, basically measuring 15 pips away from that 215 zone on the upside here as well. If I could only get it right. it's not fully even, but that's perfectly fine though, no worries. So that's 15 pips away from the 215 zone. Now that I have that, I believe I should be able to move my alert. So this was my sell alert from yesterday. I'm just going to move it downwards here to my sell line right here, and I'm going to move the top here as well down to my buy line just above my 215 zone here. All right, now let's see. I need to identify my target areas. Now, in order for me to do this, I need to go to the higher time frames to identify the support and the resistance on the higher time frames. Remember, guys, I am doing the 215 technique, and if you want to know more about the 215 technique, you head on over to 215 trades, which should help you to do it. I'm also live there right now, as well as I go live every day from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. On the UK time zone. It's now 6:45 a.m. here in the UK, and we do have the London market opening in about an hour and 50 minutes. So we do have some time left on stream, because we have over an hour or 2 hours, whatever the case may be. So yeah, so that is it. So let's go to the higher time frame. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame here to see what we're working with. What's the 30-minute support and all that fun stuff. Hold on just a moment here. So if we go to the 30-minute time frame, need to identify the 30-minute support. The closest 30-minute support below that 50-minute rejection line is right here at the top of this little zone here. So let's just identify that as the 30-minute support, and then let's go to the top as well to find the 30-minute support at the top as well. We do have these areas here. I'm just going to find the midpoint, so that's 3342. I'm going to use here because it overlaps. Oh, it's close to that one. It overlaps with this one here as well. So I'm just going to use here as my 30-minute support right here. Not support, sorry, 30-minute resistance. As it's above the current price, then it's going to be a resistance. I think you have to ask Google, in all fairness, my guy. All right, now I know what you're talking about. Don't jinx it for me, my friend. So this is going to be my 1 hour support here. Okay, and in this area here is going to be my 1 hour resistance. Go into the 4 hour time frame here. This is going to be my 4 hour. Oh, that's very far away. Let's move it to here at the top of that one, the first one. It's going to be my 4 hour support, my 4 hour resistance. I'm just going to use these wicks here. So I'm just going to use the top of this wick right here. Okay, good. So I have all my structures mic'd out. So I'm just going to go to the 5-minute time frame now. Now, guys, I'm going to be explaining what I'm expecting to happen and what I'm going to do when certain things happen. But before I do so, we need to at least get the likes up to 3,000 likes. We're only at 1,000 likes, my friends, and the stream and the channel cannot grow if we only have 1,000 likes, and we're almost 30 minutes into the stream. So let's see if we can get those likes up to 3K likes, and then at that point in time, that's when I will break down what I am expecting to happen, and also what I'll be doing when such things happen here in the market. So just double tap that screen, my friends, and get those likes up for me. When we're at 3K likes, at that time I will break it down. No, I haven't taken any entries as yet. Come on, guys, 3K likes, 3K likes, and then I'll begin to break down what I'm expecting to happen. Hey, good morning, Ren. We're at 1500. We still need 1500 more likes. So 1500 more likes, and then I begin to break down what I am looking for today. Come on, guys, let's get those likes up to 3K likes. Almost there. We only need 1200 likes now to get there. We need 1000 likes now. We're almost there. Almost there. So 3K likes, and then I begin to break down what I am looking for right now. I'm not in any entries here right now. The price action hasn't done anything here as yet. I'm still using the 215 technique, but there's no entry confirmed as of yet. So I'm waiting for the 3K likes, and then I'll break down what I am looking for today. Come on, guys, 500 more likes. Let's see if we can get those likes up. All right, using the 215 technique here today. We're using the 215 technique additionally as well. If you've never heard of the 215 technique, you definitely need to subscribe here so you can learn more about it. All right. Okay. Almost there. We still need 100 more likes, and we're there. Come on. Come on, guys. Come on. Still need 100 more likes to get there. We are almost there. All right. Now let's break it down, okay? Now I'm using the 215 technique. There are three entry models to the 215 technique. You can characterize them by saying whether it's an entry 1 or if it's an entry 2. There are two types of entry 1s, and there's only one type of entry 2 setup. Now, because this is a 215 zone, there's only one entry that I can take from this 215 zone, and it is called a entry 1 setup. But there's two type of entry ones, if you know what I'm saying. Now I'm going to be doing the 215 retest, which you can do a 215 go from this zone, but I'm going to be doing the 215 retest, and I'm just going to explain to you what a 215 retest is. A 215 retest is basically where price break from your 215 zone, test an area, retrace to the area, then reject from the zone again. All right. Now, let's say that I was considering to go short here on XAU. Now, what I will have to do here is basically I'd have to wait for price to break out of the 215 zone. All right, the price must break out of the 215 zone. Okay, price must break out of the 215 zone. Test the 50-minute rejection area here. All right, now when I say test this 50-minute rejection area here, it must test this 50-minute rejection area with a body candle close. All right, so not test it with a wick like you can see here, exhibit A, but it must test it with a body candle close. All right, once I get that test, I then need to wait to see for price to pull back into the 215 zone. So basically it needs to retrace into the 215 zone with a candle close on the inside of the 215 zone. All right, once it done that, then the last and final thing that it needs to do is that it needs to reject from the 215 zone and confirm a short close with a candle close here, right below that sell line, and also in between that 15-minute rejection line, right, for me to consider to take shorts in this position, right, looking to target the higher time frame supports, which would ultimately be my full on TP down to that 4-hour support right there, and my stop loss will just be just above the 215 zone at the top at that buy line as I'm going for a short position. Now this is what I would do if the market price action does this kind of movement today, if it interacts to the these price points or these structures. This is what I expect it to do. All right, now I'm going to explain to you what I'm going to be looking for if I'm going to be looking for a long position. But before I explain that to you, we're only at 3,000 likes and we need 700 likes to get to 4,000. So if we can just give me that 700 likes, if you can double tap on that screen and get us up to 4,000 likes, then definitely for sure I will break down what I am looking for if it was to confirm a long. So if you want to see what I'm waiting for here to go for a long, just hit that like button so we can get up to 4K likes here on the stream, not very far away from that. So hit that like button and get those likes up, and I'll explain what I'm looking for a long position. Not very far away, we only need 700. Only need 700. Just explain what I'm waiting to see happen for a short position to be confirmed. Now, additionally here as well, you can see that above the 215 zone, just as we have below the 215 zone, you can clearly see that we also have the same structures highlighted on the upside of the zone as we have on the sell side. Okay, now because of this, I don't necessarily have a bias for the day, right? I just want to see how the price action reacts to the 215 zone and the structures around it. All right, so just need 500 more likes to get to 4K likes, and we are also good as well. So 500 more, 400 more likes, and then we should be in it. Should be at 4,000, and I'll explain to you what I'm waiting for me to consider going long. All right, good, decent. All right, nice. Love the interaction today, my friends. All right, good. So if I'm going to be looking for a long position, all right, just as how we have the structures below here, okay, and the zone right here in the center of it. If the price, if let's say the market doesn't decide that it wants to go down lower, which it has done quite a few times, even though yesterday it was a pretty strong sell yesterday. Today, if the price action decides that, look, I don't want to continue lower, what I'm going to be doing here is that I'm going to be pushing upwards. Then if the price push above the zone, let's say price push above the zone here, I would like to see price test that 15-minute rejection area here on the top of the zone. And I also would like to see price pulling back into the zone here as well, with a candle close on the inside, okay, followed by a rejection from the zone, right, with a candle close above the 215 zone, right above that buy line, not exceeding that 15-minute rejection, because once it exceeds that 15-minute rejection, that then invalidate the entry, and I would have to wait for a retracement. And if I do see that price action, if I do see that movement, if I do see that structure forming, then at that point in time, then I'll be interested in trying for a long position here in this little region here, right, pushing my full TP at my 4-hour resistance and my stop loss just at the bottom here of the zone. All right, so that's ultimately what I would be looking for if the price action was to move in these areas, react to these price points, and reject to the zone and confirm all these entries. So what I'm going to be doing here, I do have a Telegram group, and the Telegram group is in the link of my video. Well, yeah, it should be in the link of my video. It's also in my bio of my also in the bio of my TikTok page. and also my YT page. So what I'm going to do right now, I am going to be sending this image of what I'm looking out for, and also with a breakdown, right, of what to expect and what I am going to do when that happens. So if you guys want to see this, just join the Telegram group. The link is in the description on the TikTok homepage and on the YT page as well. So if I copy these text right here, and if I reply to the image here as well, then you can read it and understand what I am expecting to happen and what I will be doing when such a move play out. It's now 7 a.m. It's now 7 a.m. here in the UK. We do have the London market opening in about an hour as well. So let's see ultimately what is going to be happening here today. So far, if we look at the price action, if we look at the movement, we can see that price has been trending on the lower half of the 215 zone. However, it hasn't quite as yet tested any of the major areas properly. So I'm still waiting for that to happen. The chart is small on TK because it's in portrait mode, so you have to rotate. If you rotate your phone, then you should see it all in full. So I'm guessing you have your phone like this on TikTok. So if you want to see it better, just rotate it like this, and it should fill out the entire screen. Let me know if that helps, Lioness. Cool handle, by the way. Alright, come on, guys. My overall likes target for this stream is at 10K. We're halfway there. We're 50% there, and I really do appreciate you guys so much for what you have done to get us at this 4.5K mark here. So if you'd like to help a guy out, please definitely go ahead. The chat in the way of I rotate. What do you mean by that? What chat? You're talking about, okay, you're talking about this chat here is. All right, if you want to, if you're having troubles with the layout, because sorry, but you're the only person who mentioned it. But if you go here right now, you can see the full chart and the pricings and everything. Yeah, right now I'm on the 5-minute time frame. Whenever I'm using the 215 technique, they as the rules stipulate in the technique is that you do the what you call it. You take entries on the 5-minute time frame. No, Lioness, there's no need for you to apologize. It's just that I'm not sure what you're seeing, but no one mentioned it yesterday, and you're the first person to mention it today. So I'm not sure Alpha fix it or how big your screen is, but I do know that if you view here, you should be able to see the entire charge plus the price. You entered at 336 for a long. Okay, well, you should be in some profits now, if I'm not mistaken, if my math is correct. All right, good. So we're at 5K likes here. All right, good. So we're 50% of the way there. So we're aiming to see if we can get to 10K. That's my overall goal that I'm aiming for today here on stream. So see if we can get up to 10K likes here as well. South Africa, yeah, I do. I do actually do have quite a lot of viewers as well from the South Africa region. So yeah, big shout out to you, Maurice. Big shout out to you. Yeah, you're free to join my Telegram group. Telegram link is on the is in the description as well. Is in the bio of the TikTok page, so you can go there, you can hit that button, and you can join it as well. In all fairness, is for the 215 technique, it has been a very good week. Has been a very good week. It's just that most of how the price action has been moving those last couple of days, we're not getting the entries on stream. But if you're tracking the 215 zone, you're tracking the movement, and you're following the instructions which I've sent, then you should be perfectly fine. Ale! Big shout out to you, my friend. Big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. Ale, big shout out. All right, come on, guys. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 6K. All right, let's see if we can get those likes up to 6K. We're at 5.3K likes here. Benny, welcome back, Benny. Welcome, Benny. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a very lovely day today, Benny. Benny saying that he's going for longs. Okay. Well, no, you didn't say that. He's saying that you yeah, I understand. All right. Yeah. So it can very well be happening, as you said. Because if let's look at the higher time frame, let's look at the 4-hour time frame, and we can see what has been going on. You can see where price did tank down, and it came into this little support area here, got some footing, and is now reacting to that area and is pushing upwards. So we do have a bit of a resistance area here, right at that 50-minute rejection and 30-minute resistance area. So if we do have enough volume and momentum to push through it, then the overall price that we could be looking to tap into again will be 3358 into 3364 thereabouts. So it is definitely looking for a looking at that long. The longs are possible as well, but we also have to be mindful. If we're still looking at the 4-hour time frame, we could also be getting shorts in this region, because it could come into this little resistance here. That resistance here that's perfectly aligned with that 50-minute rejection. It could come into that area here, reject from that area, and then push back to test those these 3326 area. And if we look at it, I believe here as well, there should be some news coming out later on today. Yeah, we do have core PPI coming out today. Yesterday we did have some CPI coming out. CPI came out, I believe it came out good in my understanding of what happened. And then you can see where the price of the market totally tanked downwards as well. So we could see yesterday we did have some what do you call it? We did have quite a lot of consolidation yesterday, and overall nothing quite happened, because the 215 technique in the London session was only giving a 30 pip move each and every time it confirmed a 30 pip move, not giving us a very massive push though. So we could see that happening again today. We could see some strong consolidation until around the London time. Not London, New York time, before we do see anything happen. But it could also be a very good day as well, where the price actually moves now and then consolidate later. So no one quite knows what's going to happen. So that's why I'm waiting patiently to see how the price action reacts to my zones and my areas. No. So I don't take entries in the New York session on stream. I don't stream in the NY session. I only stream in the London session. I stream from Mondays to Fridays, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. each day. New York session, no. Reason being is that, and we should be doing a 24. I should be doing a 24-hour stream though. Eventually, when the YT channel gets to 2,150 subscribers over there, in honor of the 215 technique, then I should be doing 24-hour live stream. But I think I'm at 1,500 subs I believe 1,500 or something subs, I believe, on YT. So I still have about 1,000 more followers to get. So if I get that, when I get those 1,000 followers, then at that point in time, I will arrange to do a 24-hour live stream. And then at that point in time, it will cover all the market sessions from Asia right back to the NY closing. It's now 7:09 a.m. here. Thank you guys so much for the likes there. Thank you guys as well for the likes over there and YT. Really do appreciate it. Yeah, we're almost at 10K likes, my friends. Almost. We're at 6.5K likes here. What do you call what's that? There's so many different terminologies, so I don't know what that terminology mean. I've never heard of that terminology before. This looks dark. Why does it look so dark all of a sudden? Okay. Well, that's good. Shout out to you on that. Congrats to you on that. Are you saying from 5K or to 10K, or are you saying or from 500 to 1,000? Are you saying from 5 to 10 in 2 hours? Nice, nice. Ooh, we're at 69K likes. Pretty decent. I really appreciate that, my friends. All right, we can see here where price is now at the top of the range, still at the top of the 215 zone. As you can see, it hasn't quite broken above the 215 zone here as yet, so nothing has happened here just now. Now, I must let you guys know though that this is definitely a waiting game. Like genuinely, it is a waiting game, so we just have to wait until something does confirm here, but nothing has confirmed as of yet, so I'm waiting on that. Okay, so it is brighter now. Okay, not sure why was it so light there. Okay, so I go live from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30. So if it does confirm on stream, then I'll take it. If it doesn't confirm on stream, then I won't take it. However, you do I already set my breakdown in the Telegram group. So if you're tracking it, you should know what to do. But if you don't understand what to do with the 215 technique, this is the platform for you to ask questions, and I'll explain. Even though at the end of the stream, though, I usually break down what I'm looking for if an entry hasn't been confirmed as yet. In all fair, yeah. So the 215 technique is a strategy that I created. How I came up with it is a pretty interesting story. In all fairness, because and it's so weird though. I was having issues like mastering and patterning a technique to use. A lot of these strategies out there were getting me confused, and I couldn't quite catch it. So I decided that I'm going to be just doing some back testing, just look at the chart just to see if there's a pattern. And what I did is that I was looking. Oh, you don't want the story? You don't? Okay, you don't want the story of what I can see. Oh, look at me here going on about. I was just gonna give you the whole two series of my and a sequel, as well as the how the 215 technique came about, but that you don't care about that. You just want to know what did I consider. It's all about structures. It's all about supports and resistance. Then again, if you really think about it, every strategy there, every strategy that's created, it's all about supports and resistance. Key thing at support, there's always going to be a lot of buying pressure. At resistance, is going to be selling pressure. So no, I'm not going to tell my story now, Napoleon. You just shut me up. But in all fairness, though, so I was struggling to really understand a majority of these techniques out there. So one day I was doing some back testing, and it basically, to me, and I think it was genuinely just a gift. To me, I was looking at the charts, and then certain things started to highlight themselves over and over and over, and I'm just looking at the charts, and I'm seeing all these candles going up and down, but it's like my mind is marking out these boxes in my head, and it's saying, oh, it's only making these move each time $2 above, $2 below. And I'm looking at it, and I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. Then I started to write down what I'm seeing over and over again. Then I just did some deep dive into it, and then I realized that, look, it's actually $2 above, $2 below. Whenever you mark the price, and then I did some more back testing on it, and it confirmed. But interestingly enough, the 215 technique, when this was all being done, this was being done on indices, on it was being done on, it was done on, what was that index? Not US 30, NAS 100, NAS 100, because I was trading NAS 100, and I stumbled upon gold because I didn't even know that you could actually trade gold. I stumbled upon gold one day accidentally while the 215 technique was being developed, and then when I was on gold, I just saw everything. It was like a vision just right there in front of me on the charts. And I know that sounds a bit, I don't know, but genuinely not lying. I just looked at it, and then everything just aligned like into place, like building blocks, just falling, falling, falling. I was like, oh, something is going on here. And then I just like dived into it some more, and it made sense, and I have been doing it ever since. I've never done any other strategy. I have learned other strategies, right? I've learned other strategies. I might have attempted it, but it doesn't feel the same. So whenever I'm taking any entries on gold, the only thing I do, my guys and gals here, I only use the 2-on-5 technique, and I will never give up on this technique. My main overall goal, and why I started this channel, is that I want this 2-1-5 technique here. I want this technique to be mainstream. I want to push this channel to mainstream, where when persons are talking about strategies, I want to hear people say, oh, I'm actually using the 2-1-5 technique, that kind of thing. That's how I want it to be known worldwide, you know yeah, as a reputable strategy. So that's why I do this every single day. No, it depends on what entry model you're using. If you're using 215 Go, or you're using a 215 retest, that will explain to you. But I'm doing a 215 retest here right now. And if you guys want to know more about the technique, because I can bubble on and on all day about it. But if you go here, I have over a year worth of live streams that you can have a watch at my early stages, to my developing stages, to my now stages. You can see it's all on there, all the wins, all the losses, it's all on there, all the break evens, all of it, all the heartbreak, all the struggles, every single thing is all captioned. I haven't removed any of them. So days when I was being beaten by the market, it's all there. If you want to hear the cryings as well, it's all there. All the emotions, everything is all jam packed. 1 year worth of streams, it's all there. I don't hide it. The wins are there as well, and the celebrations are there as well. If you want to learn more, just definitely go there, or you can just continue to come to the live streams today every day. I go live 6:30 a.m. every day, Mondays to Fridays. Sorry. Thank you so much for that, Rose Lioness. I think I only need 19 more to get to the daily thing for today. Yo, Shan, how are you, my bro? Are you all right? So ultimately, uh, is what I'm doing the 215 retest. I'm waiting for price to like break from the zone, test that 15-minute rejection area. Once it tests that 15-minute rejection area, it must test it not with a wick, but it must test it with a body candle close. Right? Why I wait for a body candle close is that when you get the body candle close, what it does is that it shows that there's more volume and more momentum in the market to push it higher or lower. Oh wow, about the $2 high and below, I heard it before but never tried it. Well, definitely do give it a try. Thank you, Napoleon, for those roses as well. So yes, I am now at 6 roses for today. Only need 14 more. Hopefully, by the end of the stream, I can get those 14 roses. I'm almost at my 10K target as well, for likes as well. So that's really good. Thank you, Jordan, for that follow. Right now, I don't have anything, to be fair. Topman Strength, thank you so much for those. I don't have any entries right now, so I don't have any. There's no entry that is confirmed for me right now because it hasn't tested and retraced to the areas. It's still just hovering like that. So as I said, this thing really do take a lot of patience, especially because the rules of the 215 technique are like there to help you. I have to wait to see a break and test and retrace and all of that fun stuff. Nice. So we need what? We're at 8K likes now. We need basically 1,200 likes. 1,200. Hey, Lookman. Hey, Lookman. Haven't seen you in a while, my friend. How are you doing today? So we need 1,200 likes just to get to 10K, and I'm at my like target for today. And I really do appreciate all the support there. And there's also a requirement. Well, not a requirement, but I would like to get to that goal target for today as well, which is at 20 rows as well. All right, good. Remember, guys, as well, I do go live Mondays to Fridays, 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. UK time. Additionally, as well, I recommend subscribing to 215 Trades here as well if you haven't yet done so. Hey, good. And you being extremely busy, my friend. I understand, man. Life be lifing. But I'm glad to hear that you are okay, though. Very happy to hear that, my friend. Very happy to hear that. This is on the 5-minute time frame. If you guys want to know the time frame here, if you look to the top left here in this section, oh, I think it's being blocked. Is it being blocked by the chat? Yeah, it's being blocked by the chat. But yeah, this is on the 5-minute time frame. Remember, the 5 in the 215 technique stands for the 5-minute time frame. So the 5 in the 215 stands for the 5-minute time frame. So if I'm waiting for an entry, I do all the markings and all the other time frame. But if I'm waiting for an entry on the technique, it's going to be on the 5-minute time frame. So I'm on the 5-minute time frame right now. Do you get affected by technical sentimental analysis? No. You want to see the 50-minute rejection. How do you mean you want to see it? So it doesn't matter what's happening. It could be raining outside, or it's, you know, there's a snowstorm of water outside, or Donald Trump is having a party, or there's news, or it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what want to happen outside. No, that's going to cause problem on TK. That's why it's cut off like that. I think I need to cut it off a little bit more as well. But if you need to see the price, you have to go here, because I'm on that stream right now. The full charts can be shown here. If I'm on TK, I can't show it, because if I show it, then that we get you get affected by it. So what I was saying is that I I'm like a horse in those blinkers. I only focus on the 215. So it doesn't matter what's happening as long as the price break and retest and retrace and reject. That's all I care about. I also sent the I sent this chart here in the Telegram group. So if you want to see it, you just go ahead and check it out. The thing is that most of the times, you see, because when you have too much information, sometimes when you have too much information and you're working with too much different strategies, it then confuse you, right? Because let's say that I was using ICT and I also have knowledge of SMC and the 15-minute ARB, right? But I'm using the 215. What am I going to do, right? What I'm going to do when the 215 technique, yo, bro, says to me, go long, right? But SMC is saying going short. ICT is saying take a sideway entry, right? And the 15-minute ARB is saying, yo, just do a back flick on the chart. What am I going to do? You know what I'm saying? So because of all, when you have all this knowledge and you know all of these things, it then confuse you and paralyze you, and you don't know what to do because you know so much, and multiple entries, multiple strats are saying going in different directions, right? So to limit all of that, what I have to do is I have to just block out all those other strategies. I just block them out. I don't care about them, or I just block them out completely. As a matter of fact, I don't even know don't know how to do that. But I just block them out and I stick to it. I say if I'm using the 215 technique, if price breaks up and tests that area properly, rejects it to my zone and closes my zone, then it confirms a long, right? Then I'm going for it. If everyone else is saying, yo, no, short, no, that's not me. I don't care. I only focus on the 215 technique, and I've been here on stream already once, and it was recently as well. Recently as well. This guy was on here, and he was like, he was adamant, very persistent, right? To say, yo, it's going for a short, go short, go short, go short, and he was blasting it in the chats. I didn't mute him or anything. I was blasting him in the chat, and it was just before the 215 technique confirmed a short, a long, sorry. And I went for the long, and then he was like, "You're crazy, bro. You're crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy." And it hit full TP, right, from that zone. So I know I'm 100% confident, right? I am 100% confident in my 215 strategy. Whether it goes my way or it doesn't go my way, I could, even if I take 5 L's for the week, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I will never leave the side of the 215 strat, and it's always just making sure I follow the rules, right? There's no doubt. There's no doubt in it. Yeah, that it works. And there you go. Look, man is a part of the 215 family. He has been around for a very good time, and you have seen it before. And if you understand the technique, you can do it yourself. You can do it yourself. You don't need me to be on the stream, because it's so simple, it's so easy to understand. And if you want to do that, this is where you go. 215 trades. This is where you go. No, I'm not ending this stream until it's time to go. And that time isn't until, is it until 8:30? Just having a glass of water, but I don't want to do it on camera. So I'm just turning off my camera. I don't want him to say, "Oh, what's in that cup?" Is there a pine script for your indicator? No, I'm sorry. There's healthy tips. There's no indicator on screen. There's no indicator whatsoever. All that I'm doing here is all these are just lines, horizontal lines and a square. There's no indicator here. I don't use indicators. Not even the volume indicator. I don't use it. So it's not an indicator. It's just the lines. That's all. Horizontal lines. All right, go. Oh, thank you guys so much. So we're now over a level 10K likes. Really do appreciate the work that you guys have put in. I thank you guys so much for the follows as well, and for all those persons who went and subscribed to 215 Trades here. Really, really, genuinely do appreciate it. Additionally, as well, for all those persons who send those roses, I appreciate it greatly as well. And we still need we to get to the today's goal. I believe there is need 11 more beautiful rose from the garden. So if anyone wants to help the channel grow and push the channel some more, you can do so. All right, mark zones of interest. Ooh, just got 2 more. Thank you so much. Ooh, 5 more, Napoleon. Oh, look at you being so kind and generous. I appreciate that. Thank you, my friend. Look when you say mark zone of interest. Sunny, thank you for that follow over there on YouTube, Sunny. Really, genuinely do appreciate it. No, this is the time frame. This is the 5-minute time frame. Lioness going berserk with those roses over there. 12 of them. Wow. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for that. Now I'm just hit the live time. Okay, good. So it's a brilliant day today. So my goals, my personal goals are met today. Thank you guys so much for that. Really do appreciate the support there, my friends. You know, I believe when you do hit those goals as well, TikTok tends to push the channel out some more. So I really do appreciate that as well. And if you can still continue to hit that like button as well, I appreciate it, so we can grow the channel. It's now 7:31 a.m. here in the UK. We do have the London market opening in about 30 minutes here as well. And so far, we haven't had much interaction with the price action and the 15-minute rejection areas here. As you can see, price was trending at the lower end of the 215 zone. However, it has now changed its flavor and it's on the higher end of the 215 zone. But even though price is being distributed in the zone, I love that greatly. But price hasn't tested that 15-minute rejection on the top of the zone on the buy side, and it also hasn't tested the 15-minute rejection on the sell side as well. Now, if we look here, if we were to zoom in here and look here below the 215 zone, you can see here where we had price pushed down, right? We had price pushed down to the 15-minute rejection here, right? It pushed down to the 15-minute rejection, but it only tested it with a wick. Now, this is a perfect example of what I was saying, is that when price tests the 15-minute rejection area, I want to see it being tested with a body candle close, right? Because when it's tested with a body candle close, this say to me or show to me that look, it is we can the price action can go lower, versus if it's being tested with just a wick, it is just showing uncertainty that the price may reject. Now you can see it came down with a wick and then it rejected. So that was a very pretty weak test here as well, right? All right, nice. So let's see here. Let's continue with this and see what we have here. So what's going on here now? You can see where price is above at the top of the 215 zone here as well. So we're still waiting on some movement here on that. Thank you guys so much for the follow there as well. I can see that I can see that what's happening here. I can see that the you guys are liking the stream, but the likes aren't increasing from my end, which is a little bit weird and strange and wonderful at the same time. Interesting. Well, I'm guessing there is a bit of a delay, but as when it comes over, it will comes over. So it's now 7:34 a.m. London market opens in about 25 minutes. We still don't have any test of the zone, so I'm still just waiting patiently. But let me know, guys. Let me know, right? Because you guys not might be seeing the 215 technique for the first time, so you might be using another technique. Let me know in the chat, guys. What are you looking for? Like, what are you expecting today? What's your take on the market? Are you looking for a long? Are you looking for a short? Right? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Let's have a discussion. Are you looking for a long? Or are you looking for a short? Oh yeah. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, look, but that was a good one. Definitely for sure. I guess that answered the question. There's no more questions there. There's no more conversation around the topic because definitely that's what we're looking for. Not necessarily the long or short, but definitely we're just looking for the profits. This is trading view right now. Yeah, this is trading view right now. This is what I'm using trading view right now. But I take entries on multiple platforms. So I use MT5 C Trader, and I also use this one. What's this one called? For futures. What? Forgot the name of this thing. Futures. What's the name of the futures trading platform? Project X. Project X. Which the charts in Project X are not too bad, in all fairness. The charts are quite nice. Nice. Good. Okay, we're at 12K likes now, so that's good. Price is still consolidating into zone here as well, as you guys can see. Pretty sure I turned that feature off. Okay. Very good morning, Lee. Good morning, my friend. I was long at 3025. 302. Wow. Nice. They were long at 3025. Close out my position at 336, except one. I'm staying disciplined in my trading plan. Nice, bro. Nice. Yeah, no, I figured that's what he meant. But if you were along though, Lee, come on, Lee. If you were long, if you were still in a position from 3025 and you're still in that position and you closed out most of your position at 336, Lee, Uh Now that would have been that would have been an epic. Yeah, that would have been an epic win, my friend. An epic win. Man, epic win. I think he would have just retired from taking entries off the chart. But that's good though, Lee. Definitely for sure. You see, when it comes down to your discipline and following your rules, my friend, definitely do go ahead and do that because you created those rules to help you. You created those rules to protect your capital, so you definitely need to follow them and stay true to them as well. I know it is one of the most difficult things that you could possibly do, but as soon as you get a grasp of your discipline and sticking to your rules and staying true to your rules, then absolutely you will master the markets, my friend. Absolutely. Yeah, it would definitely be a lot. I think what would I think what could have because that's a pretty strong move. Let's say you had your account, right, and you entered the positions from when it was down that price, and then you got locked out of your account for some random reason. You don't know why, and you're having trouble trying to get back into the account, and your broker is having trouble getting you back into the account. So it's going on for days upon weeks, and they're still working, and you're still in that position just the same. And then as soon as you get back in the account, it's all good. Because I think if it was me, I think if it was me and I entered from that point in time, I probably would have closed out long ago. But for you to hold an entry, well, then again, because it depends, because you do have swing traders um who does that, who like hold positions for. There was this guy on there, I think he was called Six. I think he holds his position quite long. I don't think he has ever done that one. That's not a day trader, that's a month trader. if you're holding it from that price to that price. Yo, princess, why are you calling me a princess? It's crazy, man. But how are you? How are you doing today? Link with bio. How are you doing today, my friend? Oh yeah, you shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't. You should. I think there was a guy on there, Manny, who was saying that he got tree payout from a prop firm, and they terminated his account because he got tree payout from them. These guys are crazy. All right, let's see what you got, Link. So you're saying that you're in a long from 3323. Brilliant. So you should be up nicely, my friends, because if you enter from 3323, you enter possibly here in this little zone here. Right, possibly here in this little zone here. So right now you should be up a pretty decent chunk of pips, and I know that you're a big positioner, so you probably should be, I guess you're using maybe some massive lot size there now, some 1 lots, 2 lots, and some 3 lots. So that's crazy. So you're up maybe about 20K already on the day. Is that so? Link with bio. Hey Jay, welcome. How are you doing today, Jay? Come on, guys. Remember, if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, the home of the 215 technique, definitely do go ahead and do so. That's 215 Trades, as you can see here on your screen. Nice, Jay. Nice. So everyone has been getting in at 325. So that's 2 persons. That's 2 persons right there that went in at that 2. So I didn't get the memo. What was 4 a.m.? Man, I was fast asleep at that time. You guys were in the Asian session. Nice. Nice. I love to see when my viewers, they're just extracting pips from the market. You break them down. Okay. That's good. That's good. So you have multiple entries. That's good. I've to be fair, I've never done that. I've never Maybe when I started firstly, but I've always just maybe, and I think maybe that would make sense though. Maybe it depends. It depends on your style. And I was watching a streamer yesterday here on TikTok because I do watch. I follow a bunch. I follow a bunch of streamers here, and and this guy was saying that he only scales into positions if they go in the opposite direction. So let's say he enters along and it's rejecting and retracing, he will only scale into it at that point in time, but he doesn't scale into uh, uh, a good position. So I was like, that makes sense. Hold on, guys. All right, let's see what their chat is saying right now. I got in when it dipped to 320 above the 20-day SMA, so I entered. Was around 2 to 3 p.m. 2 to 3 p.m. Where? Are you in the UK, Jay? Wait, did it? You talking about London? No, in New York yesterday. That can't be. Nah, 2 to 3 p.m. It didn't go down to 320 yesterday, so it can't be yesterday. So it had to be today. So if don't think you're in the UK, if that's the case. You saw 320 earlier. Nice. Potentially a small pullback to 336, which is buying opportunity 336. Where's 336? 336 is below the 215 zone. Down this side. Come on, man. Get some coffee in, man. Get some coffee in. All right, come on, guys. Let's wake up the stream, my friends. Let's wake up the stream. We're at 12K likes here. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 13K likes. Let the algorithm know that we are still here today. So just hit that double tap on the screen and get those likes up to 12K. Would really genuinely appreciate it. Right? So we're at 12K now. Let's see if we can get those up to 13K. So we just need 1,000 more likes to get there. It's now 7:48 a.m. here in the UK. London market does open in about 12 minutes here as well. So far, price action has just been consolidating inside the 215 zone. It's being distributed though in the 215 zone, as you can see. Was consolidating in the lower half for the first segment of the stream, but for the last segment of the stream, we can now see where the price is now in the top of the 215 zone in the second half. However, even though it's actually doing this, it hasn't broken above or below the 215 zone to test any of the 15-minute rejection prices anyways. trades. So I'm still just waiting patiently to see what's going to happen. Remember, I do go live every day from 6:30 a.m. 6:30. Yeah, I do go live 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. each day, Monday to Friday, here on TikTok and also on YT here at 215 Trades. As a matter of fact, I'm live there right now. I've already said my analysis here of my charting of what I'm looking for and what I'm expecting to happen here in the Telegram group that is in the bio of my TikTok page and also the description of the video here as well. So if you haven't yet joined the Telegram group, please definitely go ahead and do so. All right. I used the volume profile. I just got confirmation entry. Watch your confirmation, Napoleon. Napoleon, course, bro. Hopefully goes your way. Nice, Jay. Nice, nice. I love to see that you guys are extracting the pips from the market, my friends. Yeah, yesterday the 215 did confirm quite a few shorts. I took one, but it only gave me 30 pips from that. Then retraced, closed out the trade, then dropped by the 300 pips the next time coming in. I was like, really? But that's just how the market goes sometimes. You miss some, you get some. But that's good though. That's really good. Nice. Thank you so much, TikTok videos compilation, for that follow over there on YT. Really do appreciate that, my friend. Lioness news at 8. Which country are you in right now, Lioness? What news is coming out at 8 o'clock? There's no news coming out at 8 o'clock on my side. If I go to my FX book to see more, 8 o'clock. No, there's no news coming out at 8 o'clock. Well, I think that's the second time you've said it. Oh, you're in London. No, there's no news coming out at 8 o'clock. So the news comes out at 1:30 UK time. That's that's when the New York market opens. You can check it on FOREX Factory, or you can check it on my FX book. But at 8 o'clock, it's just the London market opens, and then when the London market opens, there's some volume that's coming in at that point in time. Oh, you were asking. My apologies. Yeah. So there's no news at 8. It's just London market opening. Here's some else said that earlier. Yeah, I think I did see someone said it news at 8, and I was like, news at 8. I don't think I had adjusted, so my apologies for not doing so. No, not yet. Oh, it's bin day today. How am I taking out my bins? 7 minutes until London opens. And we also have 37 minutes as well left here on stream. $13K likes. Nice. Thank you guys for that. Thank you guys for that, genuinely. Yeah, there's nothing happening right now. It's just a pretty slow day today, as you guys can see here. No scientists. I'm not doing anything as of yet. Of course, I will come back, but I will come back to you guys tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. So I only live stream for 2 hours a day. I can't do more than that. Like it gets tiring sometimes and it gets boring. I'm even worried about how am I going to do that 24-hour stream. But I think when I'm going to be doing that 24-hour stream, I'm going to have like a segment where persons can like come on and speak. So it's not just only me. So I'll leave it like open to for the viewers like you guys who want to be a part of it. You can come on, you can speak, and you know we can have a chat, have a vibe, that kind of thing. So I'll involve the viewers in it. So for the 24 hours, we have like I would say you're not just listening to me speak for 24 hours. Imagine listening to this voice here speaking for 24 hours. So that's going to be a little bit crazy. So I'm going to basically have a section there which allows person to come on and speak as well. But let's see, definitely let's see how it goes. All right, let's see if we can get those likes up to 13K likes, if that makes sense. If is there a possibility? Is that doable? Is that doable for us to get those likes up to 15K likes? Let me know if it's a yes, if it's a no. Let me know. I'm asking. You know, you don't have to. So I'm asking, can I get 2,000 likes? Is that a possibility? Up to 15K likes? Let me know. If your fingers are tired, that's fine as well. Five minutes until London. So right now, as you can see, we're now back at the point of interest. However, the thing about it is that none of the rejection prices have been tested yet. So it's all about just waiting right now. It is a waiting game, definitely is a waiting game. So I'm just waiting for it. Waiting for London to come. Napoleon, what did you go for, a long or a short? You went for a short, okay. What was your entry price? $3,341. Nice, right at that buy line. Okay, you should be fine. You should be perfectly fine. It's possibly it's gonna go down to 335 right now, so maybe about a 50 pip move right there. But yeah, so that's fine. What's your end goal? What price is your end price? What are you looking for? How far are you pushing it to? 3335, 3336, 3322, 336, 336. Okay, yeah, just add that 15-minute support area there, 5-minute support area. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all, my friend. I think he's going for, well, he did say it, he's going for a shard. What's your SL on that 4-1 entry though? Thank you, Ziza, for that heart me. Really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. No, I'm not in any position just as yet. I'm still just waiting. So for the new persons who were just joining on, because I now see that we have almost 100 persons on here. For the new persons that are joining on, I'm not in a position. Perfect. So I'm not in a position right now. Ideally, what I am waiting to see happen here, okay, what I'm waiting to see happen here, the price hasn't done any confirmation or anything as yet. I need to wait to see. Let me remove this. Let me remove these and I'll explain to you guys again. Okay. because we do have some new persons on. So let's put this down on this side right here. So in order for me to look for a sharp position here on XAU, I need to see price actually come down and break that 215 zone, break the 215 zone, test that 50-minute rejection area here with a body candle close, followed by a retracement back into the zone and a close on the inside, followed by a rejection from the zone and a close below the sell line and not exceeding that 50-minute rejection line for me to consider going for shorts. Okay. But if it's going to consider a long position, I need to see price break above my zone, test that 50-minute rejection area here, right? Test that 50-minute rejection here with a retracement back into the zone from here, right? Candle close on the inside, followed by a flip on a candle close above the zone from that buy line to that 50-minute rejection line, like so, for me to consider taking longs. Now, if it does confirm any of these entries here, if it let's say confirm a long in this area here, I should be looking to basically enter from here, putting my TP at that 4-hour resistance right there, and my stop loss at the bottom of the zone, like so. But if it was to confirm a short position, then in this instance what I would do here is that I'll go for a short position here, putting my stop loss at the top of the zone, just the reverse of the same move for the up move, and then my TP, full TP, would be at that 4-hour resistance. Overall though, my TP1, TP2 would be, and TP3 would be, so the TP1 would be my 30-minute support or resistance depending on what entry I'm going on. TP2 would be my 1-hour support or resistance depending on what entry I'm taking, and TP3 final TP would be at that 4-hour resistance or support depending on what entry I'm taking. So that's what I'm ultimately waiting for here today. However, price has not tested the 15-minute rejection areas here as of yet, so currently I am just waiting. It's now 8 o'clock. The London market is now opened, so let's see if there's going to be some volume coming into the markets or if it's just going to be a consolidating day today. So let's just zoom in and just see what's going on here. Is that clear? Do you guys understand what I just explained, or should I explain it again? Explain again, says Grace, as she looks upon her mobile device, watching the charts move. Oh, congrats, Sam. I don't think you're the only one that is in it right now. Yeah, same thing as yesterday. So it seems like it's going to be a case where the entries is confirmed after stream, based off this consolidation pattern that's going on here right now. So what I would recommend is that if you're looking to take an entry from the 215, I would say I've sent the analysis in the Telegram group, so you should be able to have a read of it. Yeah, definitely, for sure. Yeah, Sam. So if you join my Telegram group, I sent the picture, the entire picture of this, and I've also have a bit of a word in there as well, which you can have a read, and it explains to you what I'm looking for. So the Telegram is, if you go to my bio on TikTok. If you go to my bio on TikTok, you should see the link. It's link right there. You tap it and you can jump in. Jay saying, please wouldn't go. A miss man manners makes a man and woman. Oh, I don't know. All right. So I do have a signals group. There is a signals group. My signal group is on pause now, though, while I try to grow, because I'm coming back from a break, so I'm trying to grow the consistency of the group. of the group and also the stream and the channel. Then I'm going to be starting back my signals channel. However, I've been thinking to myself possibly what I'll be doing to basically boost the engagement again in the group is that I'm going to be doing. I'm not sure what's wrong with your phone, Sam, but if you go here, it's also the direct link is also on here as well in the bio of the channel. So I was thinking to myself to boost the engagement here as well. Starting, I guess yeah, starting on Monday next week. What I'll do is that if I'm taking a position, I'll put it in the main Telegram group, as well. But in all honesty, my friends, I would like you guys not to just rely on the signals. Really, I don't want you to rely on all this just the signals alone. I genuinely want you guys to understand the 215 technique. You know what I'm saying? Not just understand it. Not just take a buy and sell when I'm taking a buy and sell, but definitely understand it. Understand the strategy, because once you understand the strategy, once you understand the 215 technique, you don't need me to tell you to look, enter here, exit there. No, you don't need that, because once you understand the strategy, you say, oh, okay, look, ooh, that's nice, I'm going for it. You know what I'm saying? So definitely do join the Telegram. As I said, I'm growing the group again, growing the channel again. So I'm making some changes and all of that to the streams and all of that. So if you join the group, definitely for sure. So next week, if I'm taking any entries, I'll let you guys know. Thank you, Coleman, for joining. Now, I have been working on the stream though, because before now there wasn't a camera. I wasn't showing myself on stream, but I'm now showing myself on stream. So I am making changes and I am making improvements here as well. I've also, for the persons on YouTube as well, you can see where now you can also see and interact with the TikTok viewers as well, because the chats are all merged. So I am working on it. I'm the only person here. I'm the only person here on my team. So I'm not like some of the other big streamers who have like an entire team or entire network of them. No, I'm just an underdog, in a sense. So I'm building every single thing that you see here. I'm doing it all by myself. I can outsource it, yes, but I don't want to, because I want to learn it, because it's the first I'm actually doing it. Copy paste, and then you'll get it. Which time frame you watch? I'm on the 5-minute time frame now, because entries are taken on the 5-minute time frame using the 215 technique. Waiting for confirmation. Yeah, I'm still waiting. As you can see, the price, the charts have not tested or done any of what's on here. So in all fairness, my friends, I have grown, like genuinely, I have grown quite a lot. Right, I have grown quite a lot, and I couldn't have do it without you guys. And you don't know how much I appreciate you guys actually being on here. For all those persons over there on YouTube, I think I only have maybe about 4 persons over there right now on YouTube right now watching, but I don't care. There's someone else there as well. So I genuinely appreciate you guys for doing that, because you could be watching anyone else, but you've chose to watch me. You valued me with your time, and I'm really grateful for that. And also all the guys over here on TikTok as well, almost 100 persons here. I really do appreciate it. Genuinely do appreciate it, and I wish you guys nothing but blessing each and every single day when you come into these markets. Someone asked a question just now. Can I explain what the 215 means? Of course, I can explain it. So each of these numbers individualistically, if that's even a word, but if it's not, I just created the 215. Each of these numbers, they all have a value. They all mean something, and if you understand what these numbers mean, then you'll understand what the technique is. So starting off firstly with the 2 refers to the $2 that you use to identify the buy and the sell line. So your point of interest, whatever price your point of interest is, if you add $2 to it, you should get your buy line, and if you minus $2 from it, you should get your sell line. Like in this instance, my point of interest is at 339, and if I add $2 to it, that's going to be 3341, and 3341 is my buy line right here. And when I minus the $2 from that point of interest price, it gets me the sell line. So that's what the 2 stands for, right? And then the 1 stands for the amount of candles I would use for confirmation for an entry 1 setup, right? An entry 1 setup is basically where you this entry. So you see this at these arrows here, that's an entry 1 setup, right? And I will only use 1 candle for confirmation. However, the 2 also stands for the amount of candles that you would use for an entry 2 setup for confirmation as well, because an entry 2 setup is basically where you take a rejection entry from a support or a resistance, but you usually wait for 2 candles to reject. So the 2 stands for the $2 to get the buy and the sell line. It also stands for the amount of candles you need to wait for confirmation on an entry 2. The 1 stands for the entry 1 and how many and how many candles you would wait for an entry 1 confirmation. Now the 5 minute is basically the time frame that you basically use for entry. So whether you're taking an entry 1 or an entry 2, the 5 minute time frame is that's where you'd wait for the confirmation on, right? If you're looking at the 15 as well, what it also the 15 also is the 50-minute time frame that initially you would start to mark out your 215 zone on, because what you want to see is that you want to see the 15-minute support and resistance. So if you look at it here, you can see here where the sell line is on a 15-minute support right there, and usually the buy line is usually coincides with like a 15-minute resistance as well. When you have a structure that is perfectly in line with 15-minute structures, then that is truly great. All right, and then to top it all off, the 21, if you look at the 21 by itself, it's my favorite number as well. So that's what genuinely what the 215 technique stands for. And if you understand what it does means, then you will understand how to take your entries. Yeah, that's a very good win for you there. Was it Napoleon with that sell entry from the top of the zone there at the buy line? Yeah, if you're in a sell right now that's decent, you should have at least 30 to 40 pips already secured. So congrats to you guys. Big shout out to you guys there. Yeah, it's 8:11 a.m. and the volume is like hella slow today. We do have PPI news coming out at 8. Look at me now saying 8. At 1:30 later on today. I never said that I was going to do that, Abdul. All right, guys. Now remember, if you want, like genuinely, if the 215 technique interests you, or you like what you're seeing, are you intrigued? Let's not say even like, because you don't necessarily have to like it, but if you're interested, right? If you are genuinely interested in wanting to know more about a 215 technique, if you go here, right? If you go to 215 trades, right? You should see I have over a year worth of live streams there. So if you go there, you can rewatch some of my streams there as well. There's also a video on the channel. I should be creating some more videos. I'm waiting for something else to happen for me to then start making like pre-recorded videos and stuff like that. But it's all here. So if you want to know more, I think there's a video on there that explains the 215 technique, which is maybe about 15 minutes. So if you watch that video, after that, you basically become a pro on the 215 technique, because there's nothing more simpler than that on this strategy. It's now 8:13 a.m. here. Price action is moving extremely slow. No entries confirmed as of yet. So still just waiting to see what is going to happen. All right, come on, guys. Let's see if we can get those likes up to 15K likes, and I won't ask for any more likes after this. That's all. So 1,000 more likes, and I should be at 15K, and I won't ask for another like. Won't. I promise. Remember as well, if you haven't yet subscribed to this channel, please, I'm asking you to definitely go ahead and do so. Because if I'm not on TK, I'm always here. Always here. So if you haven't yet subscribed, definitely go ahead and do so. 215 trades. Definitely go ahead and do so. Thank you, Quavo and Abdul, for the follow. Really appreciate it. But if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 trades here, that's the main group. That's the main channel. Please definitely go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for those likes as well. Yeah, the pretty slow day today. Interesting. It's very interesting. Thank you guys so much for being a 215 right now. 44 persons, 45 persons now. Nice. Good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying that, Coleman. Thank you. Genuinely, thank you for so much for saying that. Thank you so much for saying that. And I think that's one of the reasons. No. You are right. You are genuinely right with that. I've seen it, definitely seen it, and I really just want to say some of the times I'm just lazy, bro. But I thought that it was because most of this streaming thing that I'm doing here right now, um, I've basically been learning it since I've been doing I've started the channel because I want to learn because I'm good with computers to some level, but I'm lacking that creative element. So I think I might have to outsource that bit to maybe get some really decent thumbnails. I think I could do it, but so far as you can see, they're just pretty basic. So you are right with saying that. Thank you so much for highlighting that as well. But as I said, making improvements, my friend. Making Yeah, but sometimes even when I use AI, some of the AI ones they look tacky sometimes in a sense, but yeah, but it is definitely on my to-do list, and that's also one of the reasons as well that I basically put the videos on pause just for a bit, And then as soon as I get everything patterned down, then I should be going on it. But I am honestly, working on a lot of things towards this channel, towards making it better. I am definitely doing so. So no, definitely thank you so much for that feedback, Coleman. There's no need, there's no apology. If what you're saying is in fact a fact, and I would be like naive or shallow, to react to that in a negative way. But I appreciate that. It shows that you're paying attention as well to the stream. So you're watching everything, you're making notice of everything. You're just there to learn as well. So I appreciate that. All right, 8:20 a.m. here in the UK. We have 10 minutes left here on stream. Shan just entered along there on XAU. Brilliant, Shan. Hopefully you got it right at that tip when it peaked out. So you should have gotten that 30 pip push up there just now. Great. And you know what as well? Coleman. I won't. You see, all my first videos that I created, I won't remove them from the stream, no matter how big the channel creates, because I want to see as well. Because these videos as well, they really do show my journey. And when I say my journey, from basically where I started when I was doing it from myself, and you will see like the steady progress as these videos get better and better as well. So I won't remove them. I still have them. The first video I did, I think it was maybe about 3 minutes long. Right, the first YouTube video I created, I think it was about 3 minutes long, and it took me about it was only 3 minutes, and it took me about 2 days to make that 3 minute, basically learning the editing software and what to do here and there. It took me about 2 days just to get 3 minutes, just to make a 3-minute video. So now it doesn't take so long. I can because I know what I'm doing now in a sense, so it is a bit faster. But starting out, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. And if anyone wants to get into YouTube, definitely do. Definitely do. So we can see where price pushed down to the lower end of the zone, but it's now pulling back to the midsection. It's now 8:21 a.m. here. Shan, what's your TP on that long? Yeah, it's just ranging in the zone. If we look at the 50-minute time frame, we can see here as well, we have multiple 15-minute candles here inside the zone. We have supports, we have resistance, and all that fun stuff here going all in the zone. It's just ranging. So the good thing about it though is that whenever the price actually does breaks out and retrace, it's gonna blast. So in whatever direction it breaks out, then it's gonna blast in that direction. Because if you think about it, because there's a bit of a squeeze going on right here right now. Anyways, all right. So, for all my YouTube viewers over there, I just want to say a big shout out to you guys. I really do appreciate the support over there. Just for you just staying on and just watching the stream and interacting with the chat. Not only the chat, but also with the like button as well. Really do appreciate you guys over there as well. Additionally, as well, to the persons who subscribed to the YouTube channel today as well. This is the handle at 215 Trades. Big shout out to you guys. Genuinely appreciate it. For all my TikTok viewers over here who has hit that like button to take the channel to a whopping 15k likes, I appreciate you. Sending you enough hearts and love for today, and for all those persons who hit, all those 46 persons who subscribed to the channel today. Thank you so much for that as well. The 76 to over 100 persons who watched the TikTok stream today, Big shout out to you guys. We couldn't do it without you. You guys have been very, very supportive here as well, and for everyone all across all platforms who are here and who are going to be learning the 215 technique based off today and what you've learned today. I appreciate you guys so much. It's now 8:24 a.m. here. I still haven't had a test of the 50-minute rejection on the buy side nor the sell side. I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get it here on stream because I'm going to be closing at 8:30. So I'm actually going to be closing the stream 5 minutes early today, but I will be back yet again tomorrow at 8 at 6:30 a.m. Right at 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. tomorrow. I go live every day, Mondays to Fridays, and I'm live here on TikTok, and I'm also live here as well. All right. So if for all of you guys over here right now who are on TikTok, if you haven't yet if you haven't yet subscribed to 215 Trades, please definitely go ahead and do so. Additionally, as well in the Telegram group, I have sent this chart breakdown and what I am expecting to happen here as well. So definitely do go ahead and have a read of my breakdown and my chart analysis here. All right. So right now, I'm not sending you a definite entry confirmation. I will start doing that next week, but I'm not doing this week. But I think what I have explained it clearly in the breakdown there on the Telegram group, so you can have a read of it. If you don't understand it as well, there's my message me button is pinned, so you can also message me and ask me a question if you want to ask me a question on the strategy or something you don't understand on the technique. Okay. So, on that note, my friends, I just want to close out the stream here today, and I just want to say thank you guys so much for being here. All right, and for supporting. And I will be back tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Now, before I go, let me just break this down one last time so you guys understand and know what I am looking for and what I will be doing. Okay, now I want you guys to also know as well that you can get a buy and a sell. You can still use the zone for a buy and a sell. All right. So ideally, if price breaks below my 215 zone and test my 15-minute rejection area here, right, it has to close below the line here, has to close below the line. It then needs to retrace into the zone, okay, with a candle close inside the zone, all right, followed by a candle close below the zone. So it has to create that end pattern where it goes down, up, down again. Doesn't If it exceeds that 50-minute rejection line, then it's not a valid entry and I would not take it. But if it does close in that little area here, then at that point in time I'll be going for a short here, putting my stop loss just at the top of the 215 zone, and my full TP would be pushed towards my 4-hour support and the lower end. All right, but let's say that the price action doesn't go down in that direction. Let's say it actually changes and it decides to go up. If it actually do go up, say if it push above the zone, test that 50-minute rejection area here on the top side, right, close above that 15-minute rejection area here. It has to test it with a body candle close, can't test it with a wick, because if it tests it with a wick, then means that it is very, very weak. So you wait for a body candle close to test that area. You wait for a pullback down into the 215 zone with a close on the inside of the 215 zone, right? Followed by a rejection from the 215 zone and a close above the 215 zone. If you do see that happening at that point in time, then I would be interested in going for a long position, pushing my my DP all the way up to that 4-hour resistance, and my stop loss just below the 215 zone right there on that sell line. So that's ultimately what I am looking for today using the 215 techniques. If I do see that happening, and very well, for sure. I know you guys might just be seeing the technique for the first time, but definitely head on over to YouTube at 215 Trades and subscribe, and you should be able to learn some more on the strategy. So thank you guys so much. Thank you for that, Napoleon, as well. I will see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place, 6:30 a.m. here on TK and also on YouTube. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, my friends, and happy trading.